Welcome, everyone. Welcome in to this week's Water Signs live readings for the week of August 14th through August 24th of 2022. So, we are going to be looking at Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. I do have some announcements to make, and then, of course, I do want to talk about the astrology. We are looking at the week after the Lionsgate portal, so we're looking to see what you've manifested with this particular Lionsgate. So while everyone is coming in, I know that we are streaming a little bit late today. So I do apologize for the delay, guys. We had Meet the Teacher Day for Amelia, so we were definitely a little held up. Hi, Amber. So I'm so thankful for you guys that were patient and came in later. Yes, guys, thank you so much. For those of you that are watching the replay, please remember that I will always put the timestamps in the description box after the live stream. You just scroll down to the bottom and you can click Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Hi, Diana. All right, guys. So we literally like just walked in the door like 2 minutes ago. I may have a little surprise to show you guys here in just a little bit. I'll give you a little bit of hint. I wish we had smell-o-vision. But yeah, so I'm going to show you guys something I think is really cool here shortly. But let's talk about, let's see what Amber says. Hi, Gina. Luana, hi. So Amber says, anyone else get a weird purge of emotions today? Interesting. I felt like mine was on the 5th. So you guys want to hear something funny I learned today? We'll get into the astrology, guys. Timestamps if you're watching the replay. But I learned something today I want to share with you guys. I was watching Kay Moon. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of her. She does twin flame readings, but she does a lot of astrology, and she was talking and she explained that the portal, the August 8th portal, so on the date, the A8 date, it's the what are those, I think it's called the Giza pyramids. That's when they line up to that Orion's belt, to the Sirius star, on the Lionsgate portal, which is normally the A8 date. But because so much time, time changes, right? Things have changed since back in the Egyptian days, right? So she explained how our A8 portal was actually on August 5th. So what do you guys think about that? So August 5th would have been last Friday. So I can say with 100% guarantee that that is when I dealt with my twin issue, was on Friday. So yeah, pretty interesting to me what she was talking about, how it may not actually line up on the A8 date. It may have actually been closer to August 5th. So yeah, I found that super interesting. So let me know, guys, what you guys thought about Friday, right? Super interesting. Okay, I got a surprise. Thank you, sister. So me and sister were out doing Amelia's about, meet the teacher situation. Can you guys see it? This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plate of food. They had an Indian food truck, guys, an Indian food truck. So I have like lamb biryani here. I have like the chicken tikka masala. I don't know if you guys have ever had this stuff before, but we really need smell-o-vision because I promise you, you would be drooling. So I told sister, I was like, bring me my plate. I'm totally gonna nibble, and I just want everyone to look at my yummy food. Yes, I'm so excited. Have you guys ever ate Indian food before? Let me know. Let me know. It is so good. The smell is amazing. All right, guys, let's get to the astrology. I'm going to put my little video on so you guys have something to watch while I am jibber jabbering. All right. Okay, so August 14th through the 20th, I did bring up the Grand Trine or the Grand Cross, which has actually been happening, guys, for some time now. It's not starting this week, it's already started. I didn't talk about it a whole lot, but it is actually like really impactful for all of us. Again, regardless of what journey you're on, I know, Diana, we need some scratch and sniffs for sure. Sister said we need to make a Lambriani scratch and sniff sticker. I might get it out. All right, so Grand Trine is Mars, Uranus in the North Node. So I'm sure most of you guys are watching, other tarot readers. You probably watch other astrologists that talk about the same kind of things. And they're going to be talking about that Grand Trine or that Grand Cross in a really harsh aspect. Because it is a very difficult thing that's happening with the Grand Trine. What's happening is it's making you, it's pushing you to make difficult choices that can, for some, be actually painful because it's trying to open up new opportunities for you. The Grand Cross or the Grand Trine will not happen again in this lifetime. So I did feel like we should bring it up this week. This is the time that some people are talking about walk-ins and walk-outs. So if you're on the twin journey, that's something you can look into. I did mention that I don't want to say that I don't believe in it necessarily because Spirit has taught me that just because it's not in my journey doesn't mean that it's not true. I just don't speak on the walk-ins, walk-outs because it doesn't pertain to my journey. So yes, guys, this is the time for that situation. So if you believe in that type of thing, that definitely could be happening right now. And I could go into what that means for some of you, but I feel like we would be here for a whole other show. And this Lambriani smells so good that I feel like I'm going to be talking really fast, guys. All right. So I do want to talk about the full moon in Aquarius, guys. It's actually on the 11th. I am going to try, please, let's not, I don't want to say it. No, I'm just going to. I'm going to try to do a full moon, Diana. I'm going to try to do a full moon live tomorrow night after the air signs, just because I feel like we really didn't touch on the Aquarius full moon. And this full moon is not only impacting that Grand Trine that's happening, but it also impacted the Lionsgate portal. So I really want us to make sure that we talk about that Aquarius full moon. So I'm going to try really, really hard to set up a live for the after the air sign. So how we're doing this one at 8, we might do the full moon one at 8 tomorrow. So what's happening with this particular full moon, the final decision has been made, okay? So remember, we're looking at the week of August 14th through the 20th. So this is the week after the full moon, the week after the Lionsgate. So you're going to be facing looking at that final decision that you made. It's a non-negotiable. You make the decision and you start to run with it. The full moon will be more affected. Fixed signs will be more affected. So Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. I do want to say, here's the good news. Ready? The good news is that by the end of the week, August 20th, Mars is moving into Gemini. Again, if you're on the soul connection journey, definitely could be very impactful for you. And also Uranus is going retrograde. I believe it's around the 24th. So at the end of this week, as this is happening, the intensity of all this energy, all these astrological events that have been happening is actually going to ease down a little bit and calmness will finally arrive. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I've been going since the Lionsgate portal started, like since it opened on the 26th. I talked about Mars a little bit this week, guys, because I feel like Mars is super important. Me and Junior were talking this morning. I'm pretty sure we were able to see Mars this morning. So super, super cool. But I was explaining to him, Mars is the planet that rules Aries. It's also the planet that represents the divine masculine. And right now, this planet has literally been up in the universe, like fighting for us, fighting to protect our journey. And when Mars moves into Gemini, you're going to sense that you're going to feel like all of a sudden you have this extra power or this boost of extra strength. You're going to have more perseverance. Like whatever that decision is you made, and I keep saying run with it, you're going to run with it like full force, right? So Mars is going to be in this position until March of 2023. And so it's really, I feel like it's really impactful that, like, it's really important that we understand, one, it's there for an extra long time. And it's there for a reason. Like there's a purpose. Everything happens for a reason, guys. And I feel like it's definitely preparing us because we're going to have to adjust to these changes that have come in. Many of us, like I feel like the ones that have been working with the energy, like I always say, instead of against it, you're really going to be able to go through this transition from now through March of 2023, feeling like you have a lot of support, feeling like you have a lot of extra strength, and feeling like you have a lot of extra power. But for those of you that are really focused on like 3D union and you think that that's the only way this will work, yeah, it could definitely be difficult for you between now and March of 2023. This is a time where you're going to purge the things that have been keeping you emotionally attached. So keep that in mind also. March 2023, that's when it's going to go. The 20th, August 20th, Amber, it moves into Gemini and stays there until March of 2023. All right, so that is all of the astrology. I do want to mention really quickly the Lionsgate portal, guys. Thank you, everyone who has purchased your reading. I appreciate you so much. I want you to understand that this reading will discontinue on August 12th. I will take it off my Etsy shop reading because the portal is closed, guys, and I do use the portal to do the reading. So it's only going to be open from the time the portal starts to the time the portal ends, which is August 12th, guys. So keep that in mind. If you're having a hard time with the Lionsgate portal, this could definitely be the reading for you. Guys, everyone has been going over and checking out my blog. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Super cool. When I first started the blog, I remember thinking, no one's going to want to read this. Or I remember thinking like people are gonna get mad about my like I text when I blog. So there's like LOLs and I don't knows, you know what I'm saying? But you guys are all going and reading it and hitting the like button. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We did just get monetized. So guys, every time you see that ad, it definitely helps us out. So everyone that's went and checked it out, purplelunarose.com. Thank you so very much. All right, so we did have our mystery box giveaway. We gave it away yesterday. Jamie Cook was our winner. So thank you, Jamie Cook, for participating. Guys, we're going to do another one. And actually, now that we are done with the Lionsgate portal, we're going to start doing some subscriber-only lives. So yes, guys, make sure to go check out my Facebook page and hit that subscribe button. All right, I think that's it. Amber, have you been seeing at 911? And have you been seeing at 911 today? 911 is definitely, I don't want to say it's just for twins, but here lately, it has definitely been really strong for the people on that type of particular journey, for sure. Yes, congratulations, Jamie, for sure. She did reach out to me. She did have to leave the live, kind of cut out a little short. So she wasn't there for the announcement, but she was there at the beginning. And 7-Eleven, super, super. All right, so Amber, I did learn about the 911, and I did come up with a few different like beliefs of why the twins are seeing a 911. If you're on the twin journey, you've most likely seen 911, like Amber said, for the past few weeks, maybe even the past few months. And it's definitely been, so it's funny because you know how we use 911 in the US for like emergencies? Well, I'm pretty sure like we're the only, I mean, I could be wrong, guys, but I feel like we're the only country that does that. Like other countries are going to have their own emergency number system, right? But it's pretty interesting because the 911 has definitely been coming. I don't want to say as a warning, but it's definitely a situation where spirit's wanting you to pay attention. So if you've been on the twin journey, you could definitely have been feeling every time you see the 911, like a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of like expectation, like something's coming in. And it's definitely spirit saying like, hey, you need to pay attention. And I feel like the reason that we've been seeing that is because of all the triggers that we've been dealt all the way up into the peak of the Lionsgate portal. So yes, the 911 is actually really important, Amber. I really didn't pay too much attention to the 911 for the longest time because I normally didn't see it. But I did myself see it, of course. It's actually interesting. I seen it on the August 5th date. So yeah, what do you think, Amber, about that? August 5th was the real Lionsgate portal. I'm gonna say that you're probably gonna agree, right? We had a special day on that day. All right, let's go ahead and get started, and let's timestamp, guys. Excuse me, let me grab a drink. All right, so let's do Cancer. Let's do 1505 for Cancer. So Cancer, remember, this is going to be for the week of August 14th through August 24th. So we're looking for the week after the Lionsgate portal, the week after that Aquarius full moon. The Grand Trine is still here. And Mars is moving into Gemini this week. So let's see, we're seeing the Sacred Traveler. And remember, guys, The Sacred Traveler is by Denise Linn. And Denise Linn explains that when she created these cards, the Sacred Traveler is intended to be your higher self. All right, Cancer. What is the energy for Cancer? August 14th through August 20th. So we have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Super weird, sister. Oh, I probably shouldn't get all. I'm gonna do it. She loves me. My sister's a Cancer. We just went and got Indian food. Excuse me, guys. So we got so excited because we seen the Indian taco truck out there, right? My sister's Pakistani, you know, I talk about her all the time. So we were just talking when we were standing out there about like the smells. The smells were giving us like, you know, like deja vu, or like taking you back, like memories were popping in of like when we were children, smelling the food. Like we were talking about her uncle's house, how we used to go and sit at the big long table, and there was like 5 or 6 or 7 dishes to choose from. Yeah, we were just sitting there having like all these memories. So open your heart to joy. Do you see the little girl, the child? I'm definitely getting the sense of like reminiscing, something happy happening, something that reminds you of your childhood, something like that. On the bottom, look at that, embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So Cancer, I'm just going to say it. I don't necessarily feel like you're shouting to the heavens with happiness, but I do feel like something's happened that's bringing you some sort of joy. All right, let's look and see what is the challenge or obstacle. Challenge or obstacle for Cancer with this situation. The Temple Path, and it comes out in reverse. Let's look at lesson learned. We're going to have the first chakra. I love it because that's the root chakra. Where are you from, Cancer? And then we have cornucopia coming out again in reverse. That's going to be the twin number 11. So that's interesting. And the sun is on the bottom, which is again about youth and being young and happy and joyful, right? So I'm definitely getting the sense that you're kind of reminiscing this week. The Temple Path is normally the card that says that you know that your soul is on the right path. It's very possible that Cancer this week, you're really like, so lesson learned is the first chakra, which is the root chakra. So this is what's going to help you with the challenge or obstacle. And the challenge or obstacle could be like where you're looking back on your life, and maybe like reflecting on some difficult moments in your childhood. Something like that could definitely be happening here. And the first chakra kind of tells me that because first chakra is your roots. Where did you come from? And then cornucopia coming out at the end here in reverse. So I feel like normally cornucopia is like all your dreams are coming true, all your blessings are coming true. And remember, shouting to the heavens from, you know, for happiness was on the bottom, and I didn't really get the feeling that you were doing that. So I think it's possible that there's something that you want or you wanted, and maybe it didn't come in, and it could definitely be because there's some sort of I hate to say this word, I shouldn't say hate, but I struggle to say blockages because everybody's like, I don't have a block in my chakra. I understand that. But there's definitely like something that needs to be like purged, right? And you need to like feel it, think about it in order to like actually get it out. And I know some people are going to be like, okay, well, I did that once and then it came back and it didn't work. Sometimes it's not just one time, guys. All right, let's clarify a little. So a Queen of Cups is on the bottom. So Cancer, when I said that I felt like there was something in the childhood where there could have been like some sort of issue with your roots, where you came from, I just want you to know Queen of Cups is the mother card of tarot. It's the card of unconditional love. All right, so let's look at that Temple Path in reverse. Temple Path in reverse. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Seven of Wands. So the Knight of Wands says that you had to be really courageous. Again, I'm getting like as a young child, you had to do a lot of things that most children don't have to do. You were probably like forced to take certain actions that most children wouldn't have to take. The Seven of Wands does talk about like having to protect yourself, defend yourself, standing your ground, that type of situation. So I feel like this is why the Temple Path is in reverse. It's not that you think like I'm on the wrong path now. There's definitely an issue here with like something in the past and could have something to do with a parent. All right, let's look at that root chakra. So we all know the root chakra, the first chakra, the red colored chakra. A lot of times when we're having chakra imbalances, it starts at the root, right? The root is the first chakra, and it's definitely like talking about like heal where you came from. Find out where you came from. Be proud of where you came from. That type of energy. So let's look and see, why is it in lesson learned? So we have the Devil card, so that's going to be Capricorn. So we could be talking about a Capricorn. And we have the Five of Cups, and that's about a loss. So I do feel like, wow, this is intense, right? I do feel like there could have been an issue in your roots with a Capricorn that most likely you could be grieving about right now. The Five of Cups is definitely about a loss and grieving. Cancer, I have no idea where this is going, so we're just going with it, okay? All right, let's look at cornucopia in reverse. What happened? The loss of this definitely could be the loss of the Capricorn or the loss of someone that maybe had like unhealthy habits, something like that. Is the reason that cornucopia is going to be here. I'm almost getting, I just heard like, what's that phrase? Like unanswered prayers or something like that. So it's possible that like as a child, you asked for something a lot, like you wanted a person or something. And then it's like you realize now that you actually didn't need that. And it actually worked out the way it was supposed to, like with whatever happened, right? So let's look at cornucopia in reverse. So the Two of Pentacles comes out and the Four of Pentacles comes out. Look at that. And the Strength card comes out. So you only have two major arcanas here. So it tells me that this week, this is really about you, Cancer, and it's about you doing the hard work, you doing like the shadow work, purging all those old emotions that definitely could be holding you back from getting the things that you want today. Two of Pentacles does talk about feeling like resources could be stretched. But it also talks about like, all right, so Two of Pentacles talks about making a choice, and Four of Pentacles talks about like greed, not having enough, so like not wanting to share. So I feel like there's something that happened where like someone didn't choose something, like they thought they had enough and they didn't want to choose anything else. So that's super interesting. And most likely that's why the Strength card is here. So I feel like Cancer, it's very possible that this week, not only are you doing some chakra work, but you could be doing like some inner child healing work too. All right, let's pull some guidance cards. And let's see what guidance Spirit has for Cancer in this situation. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So there could be a compromise that's needed here. And I am still picking up the parents, the loss, whatever the loss was. Satisfaction, you let the energy of love guide you to self approval so that others no longer define who you are. That's going to be that inner child issue. Let's pull one more. I shouldn't say issue. Guys, we all have an inner child. We all deal with this stuff. All right, tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Interesting. All right, let's close it out for Cancer with the Moonology Oracles. And this is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Cancer, I do feel like you do have an emotional week ahead of you, but you're also very much in your thoughts because what's happening is you're working on that inner child this week. You're definitely releasing any stagnant old emotions, any feelings of shame, guilt, remorse, releasing all of that so that you can step into this joyous, where it says open your heart to joy. You can once you release that. It's like you almost have to make room for it, right? All right, let's see. What's the Moonology Oracles have for Cancer? Nothing is yet set in stone. The mutable moon, interesting. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Expect powerful changes, and that is what's happening. And that's going to be a new moon eclipse. And on the bottom, I love it. Surrender to the divine. That's the full moon. So this full moon coming on the 11th could actually be impacting your week coming on the 14th. So super interesting. All right, Cancer, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I feel like it's not going to be just Cancer that's doing that emotional healing work. I'm definitely sensing that this is going to be a strong situation for all the water signs. What did I call the water signs? I don't even remember. Interesting. I really don't remember. See, guys, I study the charts, and that's how I come up with like the names based on what I feel like you're going to deal with. Oh, it's called In Silence, Peace Prevails. In Silence, Peace Prevails. That's interesting. Hi, Vanessa. Gina says, my childhood was not easy with my mom's mental health going in and out of the hospital, and it's been hard back then and still is in some ways. And Gina is a Cancer. Oh, y'all should have seen that. I went to go lay them down, and they literally flew. All right, let me get them back together. My bad, my bad. Oh, look at that. Amber says, I'm going to go visit my mom that week. And now you're not in Kentucky. Oh, honey, I'm literally like an hour and a half away. Not far at all, I promise. All right. Almost ready for Scorpio. I know you guys are ready for Scorpio. I know you guys can't see, but so we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitch. So I see the numbers for all of them. And I know, like, if you're on Facebook, you're only going to see, like, whoever, I'm only on my page. Guys, please share out. I definitely didn't get a chance to share out. So please help me share out. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, so you're going to see the number. Hi, Joy. Like, Joy is on Facebook. So she's going to see how many people are on Facebook. Diana's on YouTube, so she can see how many people are on YouTube. Actually, Diana should be able to see everyone. Maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I get to see right before we start Scorpio every single week, the number will jump tremendously, like right before. It's like they're psychic and they just know right when we're going to start Scorpio. Jenna is a Cancer moon. Oh no, I haven't dropped the food, but I have been sitting here staring at it. I just want you guys to know I love you all so very much. All right, let's jump and do Scorpio. Let's do 29 because I'm going to wait for it. All right, Scorpio, this is going to be for the week of August 14th through August 20th. I think for Cancer, I said the 24th. I hope somebody realizes I'm a dork. All right. So I did, Scorpio, talk about the astrology a little bit. We are looking at the week after the Lionsgate. So the change has come. The Lionsgate brought this massive, intense change into your life that most likely could have been a very difficult choice for you. But now it's like, what's going to happen now? What happens this week after the change is already here and you're looking at the new journey, the new life that's in front of you, ahead of you? Jenna says, my 8-year-old daughter is a Scorpio. We have lots of Scorpio followers, and lots of Sagittarius too, for sure. All right, Scorpio. So we are using the Sacred Traveler. So remember, we're asking your higher self, what is the energy for Scorpio? The week after the Lionsgate portal, the week after that Aquarius full moon. All right, so 2 came out. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, and wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Scorpio, you have a purpose. You have a purpose, and it's time to get to work. All right, so navigating by the stars kind of tells me that you're doing something new. This is not something you see how the picture, the darkness always comes up to me. It's like, you can't see what's coming. You're nervous. You're scared. I feel like Spirit is trying to say that what you're supposed to be doing is shining the light for others. Someone else is on this path with you, Scorpio. Someone else is going down through this darkness. See this dark? Can you guys see it? How dark it is? See the path? Someone's on this path with you. And it's your job, Scorpio, to light the light. It's your job to show them the way. For real, I'm not joking. On the bottom, answering the call. The time is now. So I'm just saying, Scorpio, a pretty easy one. I definitely feel like you're going to step into your role. Hi, Jamie. There is our winner. Come in to join us for the water signs. But yes, Scorpio, definitely stepping into your purpose. I'm getting a little bit of fear here with this card. So you're going to be stepping into your purpose, and your purpose is going to be shining that light for people, which tells me you went through something, Scorpio, and somehow you're going to be able to help someone else who's going through the same thing. But you're nervous about it, and you're scared about it. So that's interesting to me. All right, let's pull, see what is the challenge or obstacle. What is the challenge or obstacle? Door to personal healing and happiness comes out, and it is upside right. So it tells me that you're on the threshold and you're trying to decide whether you should cross through that threshold or should you stay where it's difficult, it's hard, it's challenging, you're miserable. I don't want to say you're miserable, but you already know you don't like it there. You know what I'm saying, Scorpio? Like, I feel that. So you know that when you go through this threshold and you step into the door of personal healing and happiness, you're going to like it much better over there. See what I'm trying to say? All right. So what is lesson learned? What is lesson learned for Scorpio? Lesson learned. Anxiety. Scorpio, 34 and 18. All right, so the anxiety card comes out and it says, if you look at the card, there's a storm. There's like a dark cloud right outside her window. And it's saying, I'm so sorry, guys. It's saying that she doesn't know if the storm is coming or going. So if she doesn't know, why is she worried? Why is she anxious? There's definitely an issue of Scorpio not having faith that the universe has your back. I'm definitely kind of getting that. But you're on the brink. It's like you know, but you don't know. You know, but you don't know. It's like you know, but you can't see it, so you're too scared to do it. You know what I mean? All right. Let's see. What is the outcome? What is the outcome? Look at that. Happy family, and it's number 4, 34, 18, 4. So most likely you're seeing 4, 4, 4, 8, 8, 8 because you're manifesting. And what you're manifesting is something to do with a happy home and a happy family. All right, let's clarify. I just seen the Empress. All right, door to personal healing and happiness. Why are you standing at the threshold? So we have the Strength card coming back out. Leo energy, that Lionsgate portal again. Seven of Pentacles is here though, and Seven of Pentacles is telling me the answer. The answer is you're looking at this mess. You're looking at something as if it is a mess. And I almost said a bad word. And I need to say it. It's a show. And there's a common phrase for the word. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say the shot show. So you see what I'm trying to say here? I feel like you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like you're looking at this shot show and you're not sure what to do with it. And that's why you're on the brink. It's like something's happened to you, Scorpio, and it's clearly not what you expected, right? It's clearly turned into like this whole other thing, and now you feel like you have this mess and you have to straighten it up in some way. All right, let's look at anxiety. Why is anxiety here? Lesson learned. I feel like Spirit's saying, have trust, have faith. You don't have to worry every single second. And many times, guys, I tell Junior this all the time, like a lot of us do this. We always think like worst case scenario. This Scorpio is definitely doing that. And I feel like a lot of times, Scorpio, if you ever feel like you're like it's worst case scenario and then those things happen every time, it's literally because you're manifesting worst case scenario. So stop with the worst case scenario. Replace it with something positive. I feel like clearly you do, or we're going to see some major arcanas here because you already started with one, and Spirit's just going to have to step in and do it for you here. But there's definitely something about like being anxious, having negative thoughts. Be positive. Manifest the positive things. Right now, it's such an easy time to manifest, guys. The Lionsgate portal makes it so that anybody can manifest, whether you're spiritual, not spiritual, whether you know what a Lionsgate portal is or not. You see what I'm saying? Anybody can manifest. So it's super strong right now. So don't be saying like negative things or saying I can't or I won't. Ace of Swords comes out, come up with a new plan, a new strategy. Queen of Wands, I love it. Be confident. Be confident. And I just want to say too, Queen of Wands is giving me that energy of be confident in your spiritual abilities. Be confident that you are this wise leader. Be confident that you have this beacon of light, Scorpio, that you're supposed to show others. All right, let's look at happy home, happy family. So we have the Three of Wands. That's what's coming in your future if you move away from chaos. The Hermit is on the bottom, going within spiritual awakening. So I do feel like someone is having some sort of, I don't want to say chaos, but things are not going well. It's that shot show. You know, and I'm not saying a bad word. I'm saying shot show. Oh, look, ship show. I even love that better. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what's kind of giving you this feeling like there's chaos around. And Spirit is saying, you see it clear as day right here. Happy family. Three of Wands, brighter future, Six of Swords, being guided to calmer waters. So if you're in this ship show and you're looking at this mess going, this is not what I want to deal with, Spirit's definitely saying if you want a brighter future, if you want a happy home, happy family, you're going to need to go to calmer waters. All right, let's pull some guidance. I love that, Gina. Thank you so much. The ship show. Absolutely. YouTube's going to send me some mean thing. I already know. But that word is actually very significant in my own journey. So it was very important that I said it, especially while we're talking about Scorpio. All right, let's see. Guidance for Scorpio with this situation. So we have cooperation coming out. Cooperate, Scorpio. It says in your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Individuality, which I'm kind of getting here with this Hermit, with this Virgo energy, about going within, finding your individual worth. Definitely getting that with the Hermit. It says you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Scorpio, you're hard to forget, right? And last one is kindness. You're a humanitarian made of love, and you're able to share that energy with others. It's so true. You're the beacon of light. I hear some of you out there going, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You can say, no, I'm not. I'm going to go, yes, you are, every single time. So it's totally fine. All right. Let's close it out for Scorpio with the Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. So notice that the only major arcana is the Strength card. So it's at the beginning. So Spirit is helping you, but you're having to do the work here. You're definitely having to do the work. So I do feel like it is going to be an emotional week for you, Scorpio. And I do feel like you're very much, that Ace of Swords tells me that you're very much in your thoughts. You're going to fight for this victory. The answers you need are coming. It's the full moon in Gemini. So Scorpio, that's going to be that twin energy. Have faith in your dreams. Exactly. Like, believe that Spirit has your back and you and your loved ones are safe. It's the new moon in Cancer. And look at that. It's coming on that happy family. Do you see that, Scorpio? Stop being scared. It's going to be okay. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, guys, yes, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. I'm going to clean up really quickly, guys, and then we have Pisces last. Gina says, let it sail away. That must have been that Six of Swords. Absolutely. Thank you, Diana. All right, so we have finished Cancer. We have finished Scorpio. Neither of them as difficult as I thought they were going to be, but both of them very emotional, very emotional. I understand too that some of you Scorpios could also be still feeling that full moon energy. I definitely felt that through the reading, so yes. All right, guys, almost ready for Pisces. Do we have any Pisces in here? Pisces not very big in our tribe just yet. We do have some for sure. Amber, Pisces rising. I love it. I love it. Who all watches for all their aspects? Like, I watch all for my sun, my moon, rising, Mars, Venus. If you're on the twin journey, Mars and Venus tells you a lot on a regular basis. Pluto, if you're on the twin journey, Pluto definitely helps a lot. Amber does, absolutely. Diana does. All right, guys, let's timestamp Pisces, 42:55 for Pisces. So Pisces, this is going to be for the week of August 14th through August 20th. So we are looking for the week after the Lionsgate portal, the week after the Aquarius full moon. Both of those aspects are definitely giving you a hard push back into realignment. That is what the Lionsgate portal does. So let's see, Pisces, what is the energy? What is the energy August 14th through August 20th? We have first light, beginning a new cycle. I'm seeing an orange. That's weird. And look at that, wise leader back on the bottom. You are a beacon for others, Pisces. You could be showing someone the way. That could be like a new thing. For some of you Pisces, this could be a new job. A new job, we have some sort of like leadership situation. That could just be for just some of you. All right, let's pull the energy oracle out. I just see a woman holding a coin. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like this is going to be about work, Pisces. So interesting because it's mostly love. We mostly do love around here. You guys ever watch Minnow Pond? Minnow Pond's like, I don't do love readings. Diana's Chiron in Pisces. I love it. All right. Challenge or obstacle for Pisces. Look at that. Caring connections. I'm not going to say that that's a twin card, but I'm definitely picking up on it right away. Caring connection is really, really specific. Are you ready, Pisces? It says that you met someone at work and you became friends with this person. And then as that friendship grew, you realized very quickly that there was more of a spiritual connection with this person. It also says that this took you by surprise, Pisces, and you didn't expect the situation to happen. This is your challenge or obstacle, and it's number 14. All right, let's look at lesson learned. What is the lesson learned that can help you with this challenge or obstacle? So we have cornucopia again, just like Cancer. I'm getting that unanswered prayers. Like maybe you asked for something, and I know that this is lesson learned. I did make this spread, and I did ask for this particular card to help you with the challenge or obstacle. But a lot of times, Pisces, what happens is, especially when we're having big energy like this, big intense energy, a lot of times this is what's happening right now. And I do feel like you're just now learning this week. Most likely, this is what happened, Pisces. You were trying to manifest with the Lionsgate portal, and you're going to see this week that something didn't come in the way you wanted it to happen. But again, I'm getting that energy of unanswered prayers. Like it's going to work out in your favor. Let's look at the outcome. What is the outcome? Indecision and reverse. I love it. Definitely working out in your favor. It's telling me that you've made a choice. Like before, I always say indecision is that card where she's standing right there in the middle of the fork in the road, and she can go to the left and she can go to the right, but it only shows you so far. And then the picture gets foggy. And I always get the feeling like she's running halfway down and it gets foggy and she's like, I don't like this. And she comes back. And she's running halfway down the other side and it gets foggy and she's like, I don't like that. And she comes back. So it's like this wishy-washy, like I want to, I don't want to, I'm going to, I'm not going to. It's number 8. That's not a coincidence. It's coming out in reverse. Remember, Pisces, I said the Lionsgate portal, the Aquarius full moon, the grand trine that's happening, all of these astrological events that are happening are definitely giving you a little bit of like a shove, right? I always feel like Spirit's hand on my back, like pushing, like go, right? And it's kind of very much what happens when we need to be realigned, when we need to get back on the path, right? And I feel like that's what's happening with this Lionsgate portal. And it's helping you make a decision that you haven't been able to make before. That Aquarius full moon is actually what's helping you make that decision because it's about non-negotiable. It's like you make the decision and you're no longer changing your mind. All right, so let's look at caring connection. What is this about and why is it in your challenge or obstacle? I feel like that's the new cycle. Is this situation may not be and whatever the new cycle is, right? Pisces, for some of you, you could have started this new cycle already before you start this week. And now this caring connection is the problem. So this could be like brand new or someone you've already been dealing with. 5 of Wands comes out. And remember, guys, I know it's about challenges and it says that challenging times are here. But it also says that you've been training for this. You've practiced for this. You're ready for this. And you also have Temperance. You've already healed from this. So again, I'm getting like, this is done. You've already been doing this. You've trained, you've practiced, you've healed from that. If you feel like you haven't, then it's definitely what's happening right now. And again, cornucopia in reverse, I'm getting like unanswered prayers. Like most likely when you first met this person, you thought this was your person, right? And it had to be a certain way. And it's like you went through this ordeal and you learned that it doesn't have to be that way. Sagittarius energy sticking out strongly. Look at that, the Fool coming out. And there's that Queen of Cups coming out. The Fool is taking a leap of faith, and Queen of Cups is about unconditional love. And again, this could be happening right now. So for some of you, you could just now be meeting this person. But for others of you, I do feel like you've already healed from the situation, and now it's time to like start this new cycle. And the new cycle could have something to do with that Queen of Cups, unconditional love, that nurturing divine feminine energy. All right, let's look at indecision. What's the choice that you finally made? So we have the Nine of Wands and the Hierophant. Ooh. So you have the Temperance, the Fool, and the Hierophant. On the bottom, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is about abandonment and rejection. I feel like that's what happened. That's what you healed from over here. But the Nine of Wands talks about not giving up. And it also talks about looking at something from a different perspective. I feel like with these major arcana, Spirit steps in and allows you to see those choices that you had, that you weren't. Remember I said it gets a little foggy. And so you come back and you're like, I don't want to do that. It's like Spirit allows you to see something, because the Hierophant is about bringing the 5D down to the 3D, right? It's also about marriage, so this could have something to do with the marriage, but I'm not picking that up. I feel like it's about making something official, and it's like Spirit showing you, like, pick this route, this is where you're going to go. And then the Hierophant on the bottom, the Hierophant is also that 5D, 3D. So I feel like you're definitely manifesting, choosing something, and going like a new route. All right, let's pull some guidance. All right, Pisces, let's see. And I think the new route is going to have something to do like with that abandonment, rejection. It's like you stop feeling like someone else. It could have something to do with like someone abandoning you or someone rejecting you, especially if you're healing from that type of situation. But it's like, this is what's happening. It's like you're taking care of the situation by making this decision that will never happen again. All right, let's do guidance. And let's see, what does Spirit have for Pisces with this situation? 1-4. Cornucopia is 1-1. And indecision is 8. You have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love, and that's following on that caring connections. Creativity, you love to devise new ideas, innovations, and form of illumination. I feel like that's what's happening right now. And then you have gratitude, and it says you fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. All right, Pisces, let's close it out with the Moonology Oracles. These are going to help with your thoughts and emotions. I'm seeing a lot of emotion here. I'm seeing a lot of healing coming from an old situation, but I'm also seeing like a lot of nerves coming because you're definitely making a massive decision. Step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. I feel that. Hold your vision. It's the fixed moon. And a time for healing, definitely with that Temperance card. And that's going to be the Bosmic Moon. On the bottom, you have adjustments are required. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Thank you guys so very much. That's going to be the water signs. So yes, Pisces, if you can relate, please hit that like button. Like, comment, share, all those things help my channel grow. And I do appreciate each and every one of you. That's it, guys. That's the water signs. Not too shabby this week, I feel like. Oh, thank you, Lulu. I appreciate you so much, Lulu. Oh, it's Luann. Luanna. So Lulu comes in always usually the first one to say thank you. New job. My boss asked me if I have a voodoo doll of him. Oh my goodness. That's kind of funny. All right, guys. So let's see. We are only at 53. I'm gonna pick one. So let me know, guys, who's looking for a reading, who has a question, who needs guidance. It is Lulu. I wasn't sure because she's always the first one to go. Thank you. Super cool. Super cool. Tracy Tuttle breaks the ice. Thank you, Tracy. All right, Tracy. Ooh, a relationship. Let's use the power of love activation. So she says, do you see me getting into a relationship with someone soon, please? All right, so the power of love activation cards are definitely like things that you could be working on that will help you open up to be ready for someone new, right? So let's pull. Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. Let's pull some power of love activation and let's see what spirit wants to activate in you so that you can bring that new person in. And look at that. Self-love, Tracy. Guys, many times when we're waiting for that, ooh, my ears just started on fire. Someone either just came into the room, into the live, or Tracy, this is important. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to say, for me, myself, on my journey, that was one of the first lessons that I had to learn. I got divorced from a karmic relationship that lasted forever and was just very painful. And I had a lot of difficult life lessons that I had to learn in that marriage. And then after that, I was just like wanting to be in love or wanting to be happy or wanting to meet someone, or you see what I'm saying? And I didn't realize that, well, like we can't manifest the right person for us if we're not the right person. Do you see what I'm saying? So the self-love, self-care is one of the first lessons when you're on this spiritual journey that most of us here are on. The self-love and self-care is like the first thing we have to learn because we can't really move on. Our whole purpose, if you're on this journey with me, is unconditional love, right? And you guys know that. You hear it from all the other tarot readers that talk about twins. It's definitely about teaching others unconditional love and doing that by example. Well, if we don't love ourselves, we can't necessarily, we can't even see it. We can't necessarily love someone else. You see what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like spirit's asking you self-love, self-care. Take care of yourself first, and that's going to bring in the right person. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tracy. All right, let's see what else comes out for Tracy. Cooperation. In the quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. Tracy, that tells me that there's a person in your past. And again, we're all here learning to teach others. We're supposed to be loving everyone unconditionally and teaching others by example. There's definitely something about forgiveness here with a past person, Tracy, that could definitely also be holding up. It's like you have a doorway of love, right? And if you're allowing someone to stand in that doorway, you're keeping someone from being able to come in. See what I mean? So make sure you forgive and release anyone from your past. Last one, tolerance. You appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. So it may not be what you wanted to hear, Tracy, but I feel like Spirit's definitely saying focus on you, forgive the past, and that's going to open you up for someone coming in new. That's going to be more of a better match for you, right? All right, Tracy, I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming in and joining me on the water signs. I appreciate you guys so very much, but I'm definitely going to get off here and eat this beautiful plate of Indian food that I have been smelling for 58 minutes and 10 seconds. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for the air signs. Make sure to keep an eye out. I am going to try to do an Aquarius full moon tomorrow night too, so keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, I will see you all very soon. As always, I am always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Jamie, I will get with you probably first thing in the morning. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.